Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. This is taken at the 3. Spinning away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, Wilson rolling to his right. And some room to work. He won't go down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Russell Wilson, 77 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. He'll drop to throw. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. First and 10, Keenum. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go.
Second and 10, Keenum here again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third and long, it's Keenum. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down on what'll be the final play. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Oh, good move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
On third down, Wilson. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Wilson, and that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The final shot before the break. Keenum trying for right, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
Keenum now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Keenum to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Throw left side complete. That's Wagner. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wagner. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
it. In that case, run it up. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
3-19.
One last throw for Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he's able to get